Hello.
Hello.
We are live.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not on, am I? Nope.
Oh, you're frozen on your end too?
Yeah.
And Jen and I are experiencing technical
Technical
difficulties.
difficulties.
It's like it catches up and our screen kind of speeds up and then it stops again. So I don't know if it's my end or maybe.
Let me try to go out and come back in real quick.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. Whoops. It was going for a minute. As you guys come in, if you can let us know if you see any weird stuff going on with the cameras. I've had such technical difficulties this week. I was telling Jen before the live, my printer died. So I have two screens so I can have my notes up, the printable. And then today my washing machine died. So I have my sheets dripping like all over my basement floor right here because they wouldn't spin out. The damn thing spun and snapped something. I don't know, whatever. But it's like 20 years old. We got it used. So it owes us nothing. Like we try to use everything good before we discard it. But it just happens all at once,
Yes,
so I've
it
been
does.
looking forward to this all day.
Are you going to keep the drum for a fire pit?
The drum? Oh, I don't know. No, we get a brick one. Do you want it?
Well, here's the thing.
I get it too.
Peter did that once, and it was the best fire pit we ever had because it allows air to go through and stuff, and it's really good.
Oh,
the drum for the washing machine.
Oh, no.
The problem is it is a huge pain in the ass to get out, apparently. He was like, I don't think I'll ever do that again because you have to like take apart every little freaking thing. He's like, it was awful. But
no,
it was like the best one ever.
Oh, wow. I don't, maybe. It's probably good enough. You know what's funny? Oh, we bought this house like 6 years ago, I think, right across the street from my mom's. And there were 2 Dish Network dishes up there since like from when we bought it till right now. And we saved them because I wanted to make bird baths out of them after looking at them for so long. But now it's like they're all rusty and I'm like, it was a great idea, but no.
Yeah.
I'm not yet.
Yeah. Yep. You don't want to have the washing machine on your lawn for 2 years waiting for it.
No. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Kulala.
Hi, Heather. Oh, welcome in.
You can get them from appliance repair shops. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was the most beautiful fire pit thing we ever had. It just worked so well.
Yeah, with all the holes and watching the flames. Oh, yeah, that would be
nice.
Nice.
You spray it with like the fireproof paint stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it works really well.
I might be able to talk about it.
He said it was a huge
video on it. See, this is Jen's craft. I stole this from Jen.
I stole it from somebody on Pinterest, so no worries.
I love it.
I do too.
Oh my gosh. You have a great page.
Yeah, yes. See, Heather does that.
Yeah, if I can get it apart, I don't know. I've just been so busy. Maybe as things wind down, they're out in the wheelbarrow out there, so I'm in the dumpster yet.
That's funny. Well, happy Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Wednesday. Divination Day.
Yay.
Yay. I was going to do my crystal ball today, something I haven't done in a long time, but I forgot. And I was going to do automatic writing. I wanted to like practice all these things, before the night. But no, I ran out of time.
I was very proud of myself for finding some of these things that I have not done in so long, but I actually found quite a few of my, different forms of divination stuff so I can show you guys and give you kind of examples.
Yeah.
It's
It's
sitting on
fun to
top
go
of my
back
drawer.
every once in a while and do, what you used to do and
Yeah.
kind of fell out of favor with or something. I don't know. I'm so into tarot right now. Everything else is kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah.
Even like
I think
journaling. I don't know why.
I think you pick that, like once you find that thing that you get good at, and it's just really easy to just fall back on that and not really use another form.
Yeah.
So it's nice to refresh.
Yeah.
I have not used like my charm casting kit. I have not used in a couple years now.
Oh, really?
I've carried it around with me, but I haven't used it in a couple years. My runes I use differently. I don't really use them for divination anymore. I kind of use them to alter tiles to, pull in that specific energy and stuff.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, when I'm doing ritual spell work.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, I don't use them for divination. I do have a cute little rune deck, though, the witch's rune deck or something like that. I think there's like a cat on the front of it. I can't remember. It's upstairs, though. I don't have it. But it's really cute. I've read with those a couple times.
30 years, I used a set of 32 playing cards, and I'm just starting to use Oracle and Tarot again. Oh, that is great. I know a lot of people who used playing cards because that was, the easiest way to do it for a long time. People who, couldn't really say that they were witches or divinatory people, or, if they had a deck of cards,
right.
they didn't have to tell people
anything, right? That's smart, actually.
Yeah, that is smart.
So I wanted to show you what I did today. Look, do you remember these?
Yes. Oh, I love those things. Yes.
I can't figure out how to do it now. Damn it. Right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to show the kids. I'm going to show the kids, and then I'm going to get in trouble because they'll be doing this instead of their schoolwork. I want to be the fun para, so I'm a fun para. Yeah. And then you pick your whatever, and then you get a message, and that's the part where they're going to get in trouble and get written up. Because they'll say something naughty.
Yeah. I had when we had our shop, we got a bunch of them from oh my goodness. The Chinese bulk store. What is it? Oriental Trading Company.
Oh, yes. Oh, I used to love them in the Scouts.
They have Halloween ones, and we got a whole bunch of Halloween ones and sold them for like $1 a piece or something because they were really fun.
That is fun. Oh my God.
And they were, they weren't folded already, but they had the instructions on it, and they were kind of, I don't know, they were done so that you could fold them really easy.
Oh, good. I should look into that. The kids would get a kick out of them if I handed them up for Halloween.
Yeah. It was really fun. And they were cheap because, Oriental Trading.
Yeah. I know. We did a lot of that stuff for Scouts, if there were parties or whatever.
Yeah.
All the kids were into Scouts.
Definitely.
What else was I going to say? Yeah. Something else I did today. No, I lost it. Sorry.
It went away. So divination, we were saying, when you first start out on a spiritual path, a lot of people, including us, you start out like wanting to do all kinds of divinatory stuff. So you kind of dabble in everything and you try to do all forms of like divination that you can find, which is really fun. But usually you find a couple that you're kind of good at. So you kind of start sticking to those couple a lot more.
Right.
But it is nice to go back and try different forms and stuff again, especially now because, your practice changes as you get older. So the things that you're good at, must change too.
That's true. Yeah.
That'll be interesting to go back. I definitely, now that I've pulled the bunch out, I definitely want to try to do a couple of them again.
I know. I'll be doing that the rest of the week, just playing with different divinatory methods.
Right?
I haven't
Definitely,
got this
especially close to Samhain.
my pendulum. I
Ooh,
thought
yeah.
this was an amethyst, but it's like lost its color. It's so old. It's probably, I don't know, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember where I got this. Oh, Bob made it. It's 2015.
Aw, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's nice. But yeah, so I'm gonna play with that. I was telling Jen earlier, we always do our best catch up when we're like catching up, preparing for the live. I think we need to start like 5 minutes, do the businessy part, and then catch up after we start.
Yes, 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 yes.
So yeah, I was telling Jen,
We're both too conscientious about it though. I always show up like a half an hour early.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was downstairs since 5. I finished early and I was just down here poking around, doing some readings. I pulled, oh, can I remember what it is? The 10 of Wands. Oh shit, I can't remember the middle one, but then the Lovers. And I just ordered the book by Mel Robbins called Let Them. And it's like a whole theory about just let them be who they're going to be. Don't try to like control anything. Anyway, so when I did that reading, I'm like, what do I need to know? And it was like, put down the burdens that aren't yours and just get rid of them.
You're
They're not
carrying
yours
around
anymore.
too
You're
much that
done.
isn't yours to carry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it was so perfect. It was just like, oh, I love tarot.
Hi,
That's my favorite.
Sonia.
Hello,
Yeah.
son.
When she said she started with palm reading when she was 15, yeah, try it again.
Ooh,
That's what
yeah.
I plan on doing. As we're closer to Samhain now, is now that I got out all these forms to show y'all, I'll probably keep them out and do a couple more
Yeah.
different dabble in some of it.
I have a little tiny book. This is my only reference for palm reading.
So
Oh,
cute.
it is cute. It matches that deck, or it's the same artist as
Yeah.
that deck. I don't know what the deck name is, but
It
Miss
doesn't have a
Kula
name, I don't think.
does a lot. Huh?
I don't think it has a name.
Oh,
It's
okay.
literally, it just says tarot on the front of it, but it is like a lot of people know it. You
Yeah.
recognize the artwork.
Yeah, the artwork especially. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Miss Kulala, yeah, does palm reading. Yeah. Do you
Oh,
have
nice.
classes on your like a site or your channel, or I know you're on TikTok too, so I'm always tuning in when I can. The other day I had my
Palm reading is
invited.
so interesting. I must have, I don't know, throughout all of my, I had that witchy library that I started a long time ago, but I must have like 10 different books on palm reading.
Yay. Hi, Linda.
But I just find it hard to remember
Yeah,
what
with all the
lines are what.
lines and the mounts and the finger shapes and yeah. That's weird. But like tarot, like I have to use the book all the time for tarot anyway. So I would just, maybe look up what that means.
Right. Right. It's, I think for me, all the lines and all that stuff, it's like math. It's very detailed. And so the math stuff is, I'm not good at that.
No, me either. And astronomy either. Or astrology, sorry. Astronomy
Yeah.
I can do.
Astrology too, yeah.
I see the grid and I freak. It's like too much like
right?
algebra and geometry. Yeah.
A lot to remember. Oh yeah, I bet. I think it's super interesting.
Chirogony. What? How do you even pronounce that? Chirogamy.
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 Chirogamy. I have no idea.
Chiromancy.
Yay! Very psychological. Oh, I bet.
Oh, I would love it then.
I
Yeah.
bet. All right.
That would be
So
nice. I'm
different
definitely going to
forms.
invest in some courses this winter. I'm excited.
Oh, nice. Can't help it. I love tarot cards first. Yeah. Tarot.
I know.
Tarot. I think partly because tarot took me so long to learn where I really felt like I was comfortable. I tell and now I teach it, but I tell everyone keep at it, because it really, I bet you it took me 4 years of intensive study and doing readings for myself and that kind of thing before I started doing readings for other people, where I felt comfortable enough to do. And actually, not even, I shouldn't say that, because I didn't feel comfortable enough to do it when I started doing it.
No.
But everyone at work, when I was a mammographer, everyone at work knew I was a witch. So automatically, because they don't know what that means really, automatically everyone was like, can I have a tarot reading? And I'm like,
that's
okay, funny. I do carry tarot cards, but right. I don't know if I could do a reading for you. But they were like, no, you have to do a reading. Okay, so I just started doing them at work, and that helped me so much to get better.
Oh, that's good. I had one of my teacher friends ask me for a birthday tarot reading. Do I do readings for other people? And I'm like, no, because I like to sit and contemplate the cards, then look up the cards. I'm not fast at it. I really like to put the story together, and I don't know. I'm not a good storyteller. I have to work on that part.
You don't have to be perfect to do it, though. And that's hard for a lot of us, too, is that you want to have, you want to be able to do the perfect reading.
Yeah.
So that, it's perfect.
I want to be good at it and not look like a dubba. Oh, how fitting. Look, this is me with tarot readings.
There you go. You're supposed to do it. Yes.
Oh, Sonia has divining rods. I can't find mine anywhere. And I had to put a new charm set together because I can't find those either. I'm telling you, I'm falling apart.
Falling apart. Hot to cop. So different forms. Let's talk about charms, though. Since you brought it up, charm sets are, I think, one of the funnest methods because it's really fun to put together your set. I have had my charm set for a long time now, but they change and I haven't done it in a while, so I'm sure I'll probably be taking out some and trying to find some more. But as you go through life, they change. What you need in your charm set changes. Right.
Yeah. It shifts. Yeah. Yeah. I have mine all put together, but I like this one too. That I just threw. There's just beads and things. What do you have in yours? I love seeing what other people's charms are.
I wrote down. God, I should put dates on stuff.
Oh, I don't do that either.
But when I write stuff, because this has been so long, it's probably 10 years old. But I have this dice. Yep. That has different things on it. And so depending on what comes up, it means different things. So there's a chicken, a goat, there's the eyeballs, and one of the sides has 2 chickens on it. So if you look at my divination thing, it is, if one chicken comes up, it means you're fearful or apprehensive, afraid to boldly step forward. It can also mean a year of your Chinese zodiac symbol.
Oh, yes.
So if you're reading for someone else and that is their symbol, it can mean a year something's coming. A goat means stubborn, sure-footed, confident. An ox means remain steady, stay the course, be persistent. 2 chickens means making choices or decisions between similar options. And then those eyeballs, that means tread carefully and with intention, as if you're being watched.
Oh, that's very good. I like that.
So then I have literally, this is so funny. See this pink shoe? It's like a pink Barbie shoe. I picked it up in the parking lot of, I swear it might have been the first Witchy Palooza. When we went to the Crystal show,
Yeah.
I think I found it in the parking lot of the Crystal show.
Oh, that's
hilarious. I think. And so that means get to stepping. It's time to walk away from a situation.
Oh, nice. Yes.
And then what are some of the other ones? I have a 30-sided die, and that is a specific date. So if I need, there's a date I'm looking to, this is going to happen around a specific date, depending on what, lands near it.
Oh,
I have representatives.
Dice now. You got me into dice.
I have representatives for me and my husband.
Oh, cute.
So I'm the red one and he's the gray one.
Oh.
I don't have representatives of all my kids. I probably should, because a lot of times that has to do with them.
Yeah.
I have, what else? Oh, I have a Reiki pyramid with the Reiki symbols on there.
Oh, yeah. What do you use that for, like, where to channel energy or?
And I know healing is needed, and depending on what side is facing me, it's what kind of healing is needed. So mental or physical or power, or long distance.
Oh, nice.
What else? Oh, I have hold on, where is it?
I love the look of a bone throwing set. I just don't know how I'd remember. I'd have to put some type of thing on them.
There is tons of stuff in there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not everything has, see my tooth.
Oh, wow.
Not everything in my set has a specific meaning all set out for it. Sometimes I'll just throw things and, whatever comes to me. Like the cowrie shell usually is financial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's an evil eye there. There's so much. I have keys. I have a couple gambling chips. So that usually has to do with money or taking risks. There's the little hand. If the little hand is facing up, it means receiving. Facing down, it means to give. Something has to give away, depending on what's near it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I have a doll that I can chop up.
Hey,
what do you do with
there's just everything has that is for balance, like balance is needed.
Yin yang. Yeah, I love that.
I have a Buddha head. That to me usually, God, I hate trying to figure out where my camera is. That usually means that I have to treat things with kindness and peace. So usually a reminder for me not to be so angry and annoying. There's a mermaid, which to me always means it's a symbol of water, which means emotion to me. So it's an emotional situation. It's whatever. And so when you do a charm casting kit, you just, come up with stuff that means stuff to you, that you have around, antique buttons, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. That's where I found a lot of mine tonight. I have a little bear for my inner child.
Oh, I love it.
And this is guidance.
Awesome.
And divine wisdom.
Nice.
I don't know why the other one has a dragon eye, but he does. And that's mom and my mother-in-law, my maternal side.
Aw.
What else did I do? Oh, romantic love.
Cute.
My ancestors, little tiny Scully.
Cute.
Me time. A little me time.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
The little
And
teacup.
then, yeah. And then my health, it's supposed to be a red heart.
Cute.
And then, let's see, celebration,
Yay.
put shit back together.
That's good.
And that's it. I have some more, but I haven't decided what they are yet. Like this would be a pretty one for ancestor. It's like a cameo.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty one.
But yeah. So now I'm collecting charms again, but
so all of that
I'll find the other set eventually.
Is really good. And when you throw the charms, it's really about how you feel about stuff. Like I know Hexen always taught me if they're bunched right up and stuff, he doesn't count them. He just pulls them right off the table and he's like, because sometimes that's just the way it falls and that's not meant for this reading. So he only takes like the ones that are singular, or they can be near each other, but not the, sometimes you get bunches of like 4 or 5 different things together.
Yep.
And so you look at what's near each other, what way are things pointing, what is facing out, what is facing in.
Do you use a cloth or like a grid or anything? I made one of those grid things in Canva this morning.
I do not, but I saw that, and that's a great idea too. That can be a help. So if depending on what area it falls in, the relationship area or falls in the work area.
I've never tried to use a grid, but
yeah, me neither. It's an interesting way, though. I would be interested to try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. I'm going to get a printer soon. It's bugging me wicked not to have a printer. I'm old school. I need things written. I can't do the screen thing.
So when you print stuff out, do you have like binders full of all the stuff that you've taught, or do you just recycle?
Binders, and then if it's something I'm learning, like I'll recycle the lessons and just keep my notes from it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have little notebooks all over too of stuff I've taught, or
It's hard to keep it all straight though and organized.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, there's really no way to do it besides pouring through stuff that you're looking for all the time.
It really is. So what did we say? See, now I forgot already. What did we say? I call it water scrying, but there's another word for it.
Oh, hydromancy?
Yes, hydromancy. I never call it that. I just call it water scrying.
No, there's a couple on the list. I have no idea. I've never heard them called that before.
Oh, that's a good idea, Heather. I've seen people toss them over a tarot spread for further clarification. That's a great idea. And then I use a cheap serving tray. I painted into different parts. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's perfect too.
Awesome idea too.
That is great.
Yay.
So water scrying. Water scrying, I have to say, was one of the first things I tried. And I really liked water scrying. So this is one of my water. I have 2 of them that I've had for a long time. This is one of them. I have a bigger one too that is handmade out of like clay, and it's black. But I recommend using a dark bowl because it's easier to see stuff in the background of the dark bowl. There's different ways to do it. A lot of people do not use a candle. I put a candle near it, and it's the reflections from the candle that create different symbols.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for me too. How would you not? You'd have to have some type of light source somewhere, right?
Yeah. I guess if you're doing it during the day outside or something, I could see that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've done it like in a pond or in a river or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely, the best way I've done it is with a candle. I light a candle near it and the flickering flames. And then again, it's the same thing with the charms though. You kind of make up what that symbol means to you. And sometimes it's as you're doing it, it doesn't, sometimes you have a thing like if you see a rose, it always means this. Or if you see a heart, it always means this. sometimes I have, again, you have to learn to trust yourself with any form of divination. That's my biggest thing, is you have to learn to trust yourself. And that's really hard.
It is, yes. And it's that first twinge of information.
Yep.
Like the more I analyze it, the more I lose it.
Yep. Like, am I just making this shit up in my head?
Right. Yeah.
You start asking yourself all those questions. Instead of doing that, just start talking. Just say it out loud.
Yep.
I just saw your demented skull behind you. He's so cool. He's awesome.
Behind it.
And same thing with crystal ball. I see you have yours.
Yeah. I gotta do a candle or I don't get anything.
Yeah, me too.
Behind
me too. Same thing.
Do it on the no, it's not gonna do it.
So I have always so is yours quartz or is it glass?
No. It's probably glass. It was probably like $80. So it's not quartz. I
will say, now, is yours totally clear?
Yeah, oh yeah.
See, for me, and it's a personal preference thing, I like when there's imperfections in it because for me, it makes it a lot easier to see things. The more imperfections there are, the more light refraction you're going to get and the more symbols will come out.
Yep.
So I know people like to have the clear, there's nothing in it and stuff, but I really like to have, the one I use this one a lot, this is the leaded glass. It's very, very heavy though. This I actually got from my grandma. It's an antique.
You're frozen on my screen. Is she frozen on your screen, guys? Girls? Peeps? Oh, there you go. Weird. Why is that doing that? Every time I say that it's frozen, it unfreezes.
It comes back. Yay. Well, keep saying that.
I just finished the Amityville horror book. First time I've read a story in so long. I freaked myself out. Bob was in freaking Berlin, like 4 hours away last night. I was in the dock by myself with the dogs.
I was going to say, at least you have your doggies.
Now everything's freaking me out.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God.
But for me, anyways, I like the imperfections because it gives you more to go on. It creates more light refraction. The quartz one that I have, which I could not find, of course, at the moment, has some imperfections in it too. Not as many as I would like, but it's when you first start out, you want to get the clear ones that you see on TV and stuff. So I always started out trying to find really clear ones. And then I didn't like them at all for actual divination work.
No, it's hard to get an image out of them.
Definitely.
I think the water scrying is easier for me than the crystal ball.
I like both as long as I have imperfections in it. And again, same thing. For every single form of divination, the biggest thing is going to be trusting yourself. You just have to keep doing it. Trust yourself. Whatever you see in there, if you think at the time, okay, normally a black dog, I'm thinking of Harry Potter, means, impending doom. Yeah. But now I see a black dog and for some reason it doesn't look like that. The first impression you get is, a happy homecoming, like a black lab coming up to you. Then say that.
Yeah.
Because that's usually correct. Your first impression is usually correct.
Yep. I know that's such a hard lesson. I'm getting better at it. The grim.
The grim, yes, the grim. And that's one thing I had to learn in mediumship class was, and it helped to have a friend that you could practice that was trying to do the same thing you are and practice readings on each other.
Yeah, that's good. I want to find a buddy to do like psychic, like clairvoyant. You pick the date and the time and you think a thought and see what comes up.
Right.
I'm trying to develop that more. Just because I
Absolutely.
always get things about the kids, but then I don't want to say, okay, who's having the bad day? You know, they'll just think I'm weirdo.
Oh, my kids know I am. Are you kidding me? I can't tell
You're
you
like,
how many
Mom,
times I've
we're gonna
called
rule
them and
again.
I'm like, hey, are things going okay? And they're like, oh, what? What now? What's gonna
Right.
happen now? You know, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just calling because
Yeah.
and then something will happen and they blame me. Mom, you said
Wait,
that it's your fault I got in a car accident. Or and I'm like, no.
No, that's not how that works. I know. I try not to say much unless it's like one of those, you need to call this person messages, and then I will. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
I try not to be weird.
I don't even try anymore. No, I don't bother. They know. What else? Runes. I brought out my runes. I have 2 different sets of homemade runes. So this is the set that I originally did, which is just little blocks of wood.
Oh yeah.
And I wrote on them first in a permanent marker, and then I got I actually have a recipe, but I got, I can't remember. I think it was dove's blood. You get the ink that you can get from different witchy shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, and I was talking about when I did my rune class, I said several times, you don't have to, but a lot of people add their own blood to it, which I did because it makes them your runes. You know, it
Right.
helps to cement your runes to you.
Right.
So there's a little bit of my blood in these. And same kind of deal. You can throw them, you can put them in a bag and pick 3. A lot of people will do a 3 rune reading. You can pick 3. Hi, Trisha. No problem. The other set I have, I'm trying to remember if we did these with
the words. What words?
Say the words.
I don't know what words. It would be nice to have a friend. Will you be my friend?
I'm trying to remember if we did these with
again.
Joe or
That's
something.
What?
I'm trying to remember if we did these with Joe at one of the Witchy Paloozas or something. I can't remember, but these are little wooden blocks, which you can get at Dollar Tree.
No, we did, who was that? No, we did bracelets with Joe.
Oh yeah, we did bracelets.
Yeah. Why?
I can't remember where I got this idea, but you can get the little wooden blocks at Dollar Tree. And I created rune dice so that you can roll the rune dice.
Yeah.
And do readings that way. So that's another easy way to do it.
Nice. Oh, Sonia burned hers.
Nice. I am frozen again.
I know. Yeah. Internets are dumb.
Yes, they are. Can you guys hear me when I'm frozen?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
So annoying. I hate internet.
No. Oh, there you go. I was going to entertain everybody. Look what Bob brought me home. He stopped at an antique store.
That's cool.
Broken, but he has this thing. He brings me keys all the time.
That's awesome.
So it's the key to his heart.
Ah, that's so cute. So did you guys get to see the rune dice? I don't know if I was frozen or not.
No, you were frozen.
But it's literally, you can get the little wooden blocks at the Dollar Tree, and you put each side holds a different rune, and then you can just roll the rune dice to get your reading.
Oh, that's a great
idea.
It
took it took 4.
Yeah. And those come in a big package too, don't they? There's like 20 of them or something.
Yes. Especially when they're little. They have different sizes sometimes. They have bigger ones, but I liked the littler ones.
Yeah, they're easy to carry around.
Yeah.
a little. So, is anybody planning on doing anything new for Samhain? Is it next week, right? Oh my God.
I has to be. What's today's the
Next weekend,
23rd?
right? Oh my goodness.
24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th,
Yeah.
30th. So our next
Oh yeah.
thing is the day before Samhain.
Yeah. The live is on the 30th. Yay, that's the giveaway drawing.
Yay!
I know. I've been loving the entries.
Did people? I haven't looked this week. Did new people put some in?
No. I think we got six people. Yeah.
So keep up the entries you have until Halloween, right? Or it's the day before Halloween. Are we doing it the day before?
Wednesday. Yeah. I wish
So
I could do a video for Samhain. I want to do something fancy. Well, at least a fire.
Yeah.
Maybe not fancy, but at least sit out and do a fire.
I gotta see if Peter's working. It always depends on how many people are going to be home and how annoying they are going to be to me.
Lock them all in.
Yes. No. It's Beltane for Trisha. You're in Australia or New Zealand. Where is she? Australia, I think.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But happy Beltane. I love Beltane too.
I do too. Yeah, those are my two favorite times.
Me too. New Zealand. I was right.
Oh, that's good. Doing a dumb supper. I haven't done that in a few years since the kids were
me neither. We did.
We always set out a plate, but I don't make anything like special or.
Trying to remember. We did one at Ben's house, but I think, God, was that 3 years ago now? Doesn't seem like it was that many years ago, but I think it was. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
It was a long time. Oh, because Bob and him were still together, I think.
Heather's voting this Friday.
Yay.
That's coming up soon too. The kids are mad at me.
The kids are mad at you?
I don't like any politicians and I don't want to vote. And my kids are going to get mad at me because I'm giving up my right. But they all suck and they all lie and they all are bad people, humans.
Do you have local elections though because that's what I always say. Like Frankie said the same thing, like he didn't want to vote. And I said, okay, I understand the inclination. But look up the local people and at least, have an idea because that really, really affects your life, the local elections.
True. Yeah. 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 The local stuff I don't mind voting for. But like the big stuff, I know, Heather. Everybody tells me, even the kids at school, you got to vote. But I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to stamp my approval on somebody and then being like an asshole or whatever their cabinet decides they're going to let pass or house or whatever. Like whatever they decide doesn't go through anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I know. I we don't do politics on this channel, but I will say I'm a very political person. But the women's rights thing is a big deal.
Yeah.
It is a very big deal. That is, to me, that's not politics. That is human rights.
Like personal choice. Yeah. Yeah. It's more like that. Yeah.
Especially with all the women that are dying now. I mean, it's just crazy.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we get on that subject?
I don't know. I don't know. The date. Because it's November 5th.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Back to divinatory practices.
Yes. Any others that you want to go through?
Do you ever call it lithomancy when you're divining with crystals or stones? I've never heard of that either.
I have heard of it. I do not call it that. Well, for me, being an X-ray tech, I always think of gallbladder stones because of lithotripsy. It's how you get rid of gallbladder stones.
Yeah.
It's through ultrasound, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
that's
makes me think
funny.
of gallbladder stones, but
Yeah. It must
but
be
yeah,
what, Greek or Latin root word?
yeah,
Litho. That's funny.
it's on Amazon. Oh, really? I'll
Oh,
have to look. I probably have a book on it. I have a very extensive witchy library, which someday I hope to have a house to actually display them all and then let people borrow them and stuff, but that has not happened yet.
it's coming. It's coming.
It is. It's coming. Is it raining? It's raining, Bubba.
Lady Blind Wolf is here. Welcome in. I'm like not great about watching chat, and it's hard to interject. I don't even know when to, say hey.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why they started calling me
Oh,
Squirrel Deb. So.
Oh, good. Well, at least I'm in good company.
Yeah. So, crystal divining, that's great. I've seen several people do it several different ways. And again, there's so many different forms of divination that do it whatever way you want to. Make up a new form.
I know. Yeah. I'm going to start looking up some of these.
But I've seen like Krista's daughter does crystal scrying or not crystal scrying, but with crystals, and she has, I think, a bunch of different tumbles, and each one means a different thing, I think.
Oh, well, that would be neat. Yeah,
So,
maybe bringing the energy of that stone to the reading, and that tells you like what you need to work on in yourself.
Yes.
Or something. Yeah.
Yes.
I've never tried that. I don't have a bunch of stones that are the same size. So.
Then, of course, there is tarot.
Oh, I love tarot.
So I pulled a couple decks out just to show when I teach tarot. I will show people decks that have that are good for beginners because they have either a keyword on them or they're decks that make it easier. One of them is the Mood Tarot. This is Natalie Meraki.
Ooh.
And
weird
this
shape
deck is awesome.
Oh.
This is, if you have a sense of humor, this is like, I just love this deck because she's very, I would say she's very, she's like us. But it helps you to learn what the meaning is,
Yeah.
And so all the cards are like that.
That's great.
In her second deck, I think, is like that, but there's poems on them. I want to say the second deck, there's poems on them.
Huh.
Chad of Dick Sticks. Yep. It's a really funny deck, but it also helps you to, learn the meanings.
What does that one say?
Says, did I leave the oven on?
Oh.
When you get anxiety about something and you're like, oh no, that's like that's the 9 of Swords energy for real.
Right.
So that's a really good deck.
That's an awesome deck. Yeah.
There is, I was telling Deb, there's several. I'm going to show 3 total, but this one is, what the hell's her name? Madam something or other. Very helpful of me, right? Madam, what the hell is her name?
Why does Wilhelmina come up? What is that? Is that it?
No.
Oh.
So this has keywords for upright and then upside down readings.
Huh.
And it's an interesting deck. I really liked this deck. When I first got it, I used it a lot.
Yeah, I like that.
Now that I have been reading more, it's too busy for me. Now it's just too busy.
Too
But
much, yeah.
it helped when I was first reading because it gave you a couple things to look at and be like, okay, yeah, I kind of remember that. So 6 of Cups,
Right.
innocence. Okay, yeah, I can see where that's innocence. And then like it says playful, joy, the stuff that you can read is upright, and it gives you a couple different keywords.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have a deck with keywords.
And then finally, the last one is the Samhain Deck of the Bastards, which isn't available, but the Deck of the Bastards is. And that's this is Tarot by 7. This is her deck. And this is one of my favorite all-time decks. Like, I use this deck a lot. I really like the keywords on this deck. It's a really good deck. It's kind of based off of Rider-Waite. So you get some of the Rider-Waite images, and then you get, the keyword.
Huh.
Let's see what else. And it's kind of a darker deck. So, which I don't know, it's a good deck for this one. Yeah. It's a good deck to get out this time of year anyways, but I use this deck like year round. I had to force myself to put this deck away after a while because I was like I kind of was using it more than any other deck. So I was using it way too much. And it was time to
not do that though. If you find one that you like a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If I was not such a tarot collector, definitely. But then I have so many decks that I'm like, yeah, I can't just focus on one deck.
Yeah,
that would be bad.
Yeah. I just reach in the bookcase upstairs and grab a deck in the morning. I don't even look and see what it is because I feel bad if I don't use them all.
Right. Perfect.
I only have a few too. I'm not overloaded yet.
Well, I am. Most of mine are in storage, and I probably have 100 decks here. So.
Oh my gosh. I have a ton on my wish list. I'll peck away at them.
I do too. Well, that's part of the problem. Once you start getting them, I have a ton on my wish list still.
Do you?
I mean, it's funny, you have I have a wish list that is like you have a someday maybe, a wish list that you don't really expect to get those decks. And I have to say a lot of those decks I've gotten because they got put out again.
Yeah.
Or I traded for them. I just got Lisa Hunt's deck, the fairy tale deck. And that's been on my list for 10 years.
Oh, no kidding.
And I traded someone I can't remember what I gave her, but I traded her for something.
Oh, that's good. I've never done those tarot groups in Facebook.
Yes.
I get scammed so easy.
I know. You have to be careful.
Yeah, like my deal would be like this knockoff deck that didn't have a book. Somebody just did a video on that. It was in one of the groups and they bought the deck and it was a knockoff. It was full price and it wasn't. That sucks.
Yeah, I know. Amazon is getting worse at that. They didn't used to be that bad. I remember I did a video on that years ago because I got Raymond Buckland's deck, the Romani Tarot. And I was like, oh, cool. The Romani Tarot came out and I bought it and stuff. And it's a terrible, it's a knockoff deck. And I'm like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah. I know. And then it makes you feel
bad
because you bought a knockoff deck.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even use them. And I'm not going to
won't.
give them to anybody else to use, but I can't throw it out either. I don't know.
I make bookmarks out of it.
That's a good idea.
I just pop a hole in the top and put thread through, or ribbon or whatever.
I have yet to find a tarot deck I really connect with. I don't know why none ever really feel right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would say there's so many decks out there.
You'll find it, I bet. Just keep trying.
Eventually just one. And I will say it changes. Like I said, this deck, this was like my favorite deck for a long time. And then, for a couple of years, I haven't used it. I have decks that when I first got them, I was like, yeah, I don't really like this deck. And then a couple of years later, I love them.
Oh, see, I always get rid of them. If it doesn't speak to me, out the door goes.
It depends on what it is. For me, if it's really like, forget it, then although I feel bad. I don't want to give a shitty deck to somebody else,
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever. Yeah, probably.
All right.
So we did charms, and the casting thing is in there. There's a lot of resources this week. I just played this morning.
I put a rune resource in there because that's my favorite rune site.
Oh, good. And I think that's it for what else were we going to talk about? Oh, the palmistry. The palmistry's in there. I'll be interested, Miss Kulala.
Oh, Chassomancy, we didn't really touch on that. That's an interesting. I always was interested in that. With the tea leaves.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and that's so subjective too. Like it's all about imagery and symbols, and they have different cups that like have the chart in it. Do you use one of those, or do you just do the picture?
I bought one of those because that was easier for me than trying to do it the regular way that you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know what it is about. First of all, I will say there's a couple things that I have a problem with tea reading. One is the kind of tea that you use. I don't like getting chunks of tea when I'm trying to drink the tea, and you're supposed to drink the tea. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't. Yeah. So I'm always like, oh, yes. That's really hard. And then I never see, I have a hard time seeing stuff in there. I'm like, that's a blob of tea. I don't know what else and I'm good with, I do crystal ball scrying. I do water scrying. But
maybe it's just not your jam.
Yep. It's just, so I did get a teacup. I have a teacup like that. And when I have tried it, that worked better. Then at least I had, a couple of things to start me out.
Yeah. I've tried to read and just go by a chart, on the side.
Right.
I don't have a teacup, but that would be fun to have. And they're usually nice and wide. Like it's more like a bowl than a teacup,
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonia has a cup. Yay.
Linda wanted to know what deck you're holding, Deb. She said she's attracted to the colors.
Sorry. The Good Fortune.
Is that back in stock? I know it came out and then it was out of stock for a while.
Oh, it was? Oh my gosh. I got it right when it came out, so I don't know. I haven't followed it, but hopefully more comes out. I like it.
I'll have to look because I have seen a lot of good things about it.
I etched it in black.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I love the color palette. It's soft. It's not like real bright. I like soft, muted colors, earthy tones, Yeah.
Pretty.
Beautiful.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's shiny though. It's
linen cardstock, but it's still shiny.
It's shiny. Yeah, see it? Mm.
Yeah,
But the fingerprints don't show, which I hate the fingerprints.
that's good. Yeah, I hate the super glossy decks. I know it was probably 10 years ago now, but the tarot decks like 10 years ago were super glossy.
Yeah.
And
It's,
showed everything.
Who makes, it feels like a Llewellyn. It is.
I think so,
It's
with that
Llewellyn.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cardstock's nice. They usually hold up pretty good for me. I don't get really expensive decks, so I'm not worried about killing it. Like, I'll just replace it. But
Right.
yeah, I like Llewellyn decks. The thinner the better, because my hands are not shuffleable easy.
I agree. I have to say, the older I get, the more I like the decks. That first of all, I'm a riffle shuffler usually, and it's really hard when a deck is this thick.
I know,
To
yeah.
riffle
And
shuffle that.
It won't bend. Yeah, that's a pain in the
Yep.
butt.
So, and I'm sick of the big, huge deck, like the Al Goliath deck, the original one anyway. I guess the newer one is a little bit smaller, I guess, but the original one, it was massive and it was beautiful and it was fun to teach with it because they were huge, but they were bigger than my whole hand.
Right. Well, that's the Universal Tarot. I made a book out of it. Because, like,
oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Use that? They're humongous.
Yeah, so they're huge.
Notes in there.
And that kind of card is good for teaching, but
yeah, not for use though.
No, not for use.
No, I like even the little minis. Those are cute.
Yeah,
those are hard to shuffle too, though, because
if they're too small, yeah.
Yeah.
They have to be just the right size. We're kind of like Goldilocks.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so starting an automatic writing practice. That's the other thing we were going to practice.
Oh, yes. We were going to talk about that too.
Yeah. So when you do your automatic writing, do you like set the mood? Do you do music or lighting or?
It depends. For me, it's all about the lighting. I want it to be as dark as it can be because my brain wants to turn on and pay attention to what I'm writing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I usually just have one candle and it's not super close to me. It's just, there so I can, if I need to see where the paper is, I can see where the paper is. Otherwise, my brain just keeps kicking in and I want to see what I'm doing and I'm really trying not to.
Right.
I have both. I've used music. If I use music, usually it's like shamanic drumming or it's not stuff with words.
Something very rhythmic that will let you fade into that trance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I will kind of center myself before I start and then just start writing.
Yeah.
And I've gotten good results with it.
I used to do it a lot and I never got great results. Like once in a while a word would come up and I'd be like, what the heck does that mean? But nothing ever substantial.
Symbols and stuff. You didn't get symbols or?
No, it was like, I don't know, maybe. It was more like just scribbles. And then, I don't know. It was always like cursive, though, if a word did come out. So, I don't know. I wonder if anybody.
I will say, I didn't get a whole lot of words usually.
No.
But I got symbols. But I am not my regular handwriting is not real pretty girly cursive-y handwriting. So when I do it, it's more scribble and then it comes out. There'll be a symbol in there, in the midst of scribbles.
I'll have to pay more attention when I retry. Yeah. I liked the what did it say? Stay open, non-judgmental, allow whatever comes through without judgment, trust the process. even if the messages seem unclear or confusing at first. That was a good article that's in the printout for that. I'm going to read through it again, and I'll try that tomorrow afternoon, maybe.
And
See how
again,
it
this
goes.
is another thing though that is like trust yourself and believe in yourself. There's two different forms of thought, I think, with it too. A lot of people will specifically try to write words. But it's, for me, it's too hard to not think about the words.
Yeah. Yeah, that would kick in the brain, I think.
Right. So
Yeah.
I do a lot more with symbols.
Oh, thank you. I've had it forever.
Beautiful artwork. Oh, I bet
yeah,
that would be a great.
Symbols too.
Yes, Trisha, I do start off scribbling. A lot of, but like I said, my handwriting is not real circular. It's a lot. I choke around because Peter's handwriting is like a girl's, and I'm like, well, I'm the boy handwriting for our relationship because mine is awful. And so it's much more, it's not pretty and girly and circular and round.
I used to love to do like calligraphy and all that stuff now. Yeah.
So, Rochelle, when you are writing it, are you thinking about words? And as you think about words, you start writing it? Rochelle says she writes more the words. Or are you not thinking about it and then you end up writing words? Because I'm wondering if I am worried too much about thinking about it.
That makes sense, though. Just write whatever comes into your awareness as a word.
Ah, yes. Yeah. And I'm a lefty too. That's why. Yeah. That's partly why my handwriting sucks too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So that makes sense.
That's good.
So I think there's two different forms of thought then. Automatic writing could be that you write what words come to mind.
Yeah, I like that. That would be interesting in ancestor work.
Yeah.
Just to write down what messages come through, right?
That reminds me of, what do they call it? I want to say the ghost box, but that's not it. It's, ghost hunters and stuff will use it. It's like it scans through the radio and you have headphones on. You can't hear anything outside of it. And you just say the words that finally come through. Are you? See, we're cold earlier. We come on in that, all the energy. You're shuffling your tarot deck and you're.
I know. Yeah. I have to ground. I got to go eat something after this.
Right.
Oh, clairaudient. Yeah. Oh, see, I hear them in whoever's talking to me. But it's not like an ear hearing. It's like an inside hearing.
Yeah, mine is
audible. Most of the time, it's not audible. A couple times.
Mine is knowing. There's a word for it, and of course, I'm never going to come up with it tonight. But it's Claire something else, but it's just knowing.
Yeah, cognizance, right?
Claire. Yeah, that might be it.
So I get that a lot with kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
And there's always smell. My sense of smell is so good, and there's always smell stuff too. I get smell stuff a lot.
The Estes method.
Yes, thank you, lady. But I know.
Good job. Yes. I think we all have them to some extent.
I do too.
It's whether we know how to pay attention to the signals and signs or not.
All right. So are we going to do readings, or do you want to just pull a card or a couple cards and?
I'm tired. You do a card. Are you going to pull from the Crones deck?
Yeah.
No, I'm chickening out. I got the double-sided chicken on your dice.
We should do that soon, though. I think we should, because I think you're going to be better than you think.
Okay, all right. Not tonight. Clear tangent. Is that like psychometry? Like when you feel things?
It's just only one card? No, it's two. I'm trying to get this card. Okay. Okay. Security.
Oh, I don't know what that is either.
And it says, security isn't wealth, fame, or power. It's friends, family, our beloved animals, and a positive support system. We can't change our destiny, only our attitude towards it. Perhaps security is having enough and living simply. Most of all, security is trust and faith in ourselves and our ability to cope with elegance. Let self-esteem be your security blanket.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like it.
The images in that deck are nice. I
Yeah.
like those.
They're nice older people.
Do the voices use your proper name? Oh.
Do the
No,
voices
I
use
don't
the
know as
proper
I've ever been called by name, actually. Do you get called by name?
No, but
No.
mine don't. When I get, that's why mine is the clear knowing, because I don't get words.
Oh, that's
I
right.
get the whole
You just
thought
know.
all together.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not a particular word here and there. It's just all of a sudden I know this is what the message is. Yeah.
Yeah. Linda said she would see objects like a little movie. What is that? Do you know what that's called?
I used to know all of them, and then menopause hit.
I know. We'll figure it out. We'll Google it.
Yeah.
And put it in the group.
You would think it would be clear visual, but it's not.
No. It sounds like it should be, though.
Yes, it should be, but it is not.
Oh my gosh. That's my own voice also. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been called by name. I remember once we were in a hotel room way up north. Bob was driving the bus, and I had this Indigenous American. I don't know what the correct term is right now. But he was like right in my ear, and he yelled like this weird word. And I looked it up, and I never could find the word. But that's the only time I've ever heard like anything audible.
that would be so hard because there's so many different tribes and dialects, and
I have no idea. We were up by,
like the Cherokee language is completely different from Navajo, and know,
yeah.
And a lot of them are almost lost now. So
Right. Yeah, we were up in, I think, Lincoln, Littleton, way up north by the Canadian border in New Hampshire. And so I don't know what Indians live up there, but I don't know. It was scary anyway.
oh. In your right ear.
Oh, my right ear. Oh, wow.
I'll be calling my name.
Mine's my left. Spirits usually come in on the left for some, like back here.
It's so funny. I just never, I don't get words. If anything, I will get symbols sometimes, or I just get the whole thought all at once, and it's not words. It's just, I know what the message is, and that's it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Wow. I wonder if it's what's like your receiving side. Well, my receiving side magically is left. So I don't know. Is your receiving side right, Rochelle? I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, my receiving side is left too.
It is, yeah. But
Mhm.
in your left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that old adage, whatever your dominant hand is your receiving or your, I don't know. I can't remember how it went.
But I
it's-
wouldn't say that my left hand is dominant though.
We're so ambidextrous.
No,
Yeah,
it's more like a receive and a give, right? It's like a
Yeah.
stream.
but my left hand, I do everything with my right hand except write and eat. Everything else, like you throw a ball, all that stuff is all right-handed.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're almost ambidextrous.
yeah.
Yeah.
My dad is too. We just,
Oh, that's
we're weird.
Just about everything.
weird as cool. Weird as new.
All right.
Oh,
We do need
right.
to do reading soon because I do think you will be better than you think.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe after the drawing and all that.
That's a good idea. I don't know
Yeah.
what's on our schedule, but
Nothing.
oh,
Just the
good. See?
drawing and like what we're planning to do for Samhain. So
Oh, good.
yeah, you can do
So
that. All
we'll
right.
do a couple readings.
I'll have to do some I don't know, confidence
Don't
building
worry about it too
exercises.
much, though. I know now I can see you're like, I'm going to have to practice every day. It's
No, I
going to be a
won't.
lot better than you think.
Okay. I won't practice.
Wing it.
Yep.
Just it. Yeah, wing it.
That's right.
All right. Thank
All
you all
right.
for coming tonight.
Yes,
This was
yes. Thank you.
so much needed. And yay. I'm excited for
It's
the
fun.
drawing. Come back for the
Yay.
drawing. Yay.
Yay. I know it. You have a week left to put your videos up.
Yeah.
Although I would say do it before, by Tuesday,
Yeah.
so that we have, a day to
I know.
check again.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great night. Bye, guys.
Have a good night.
Love
Bye.
you. Thanks for coming.